Hello everyone, this is Tengu Rue, and welcome back to another Bloodborne boss drawing. In the last episode, we defeated Ram at the Moonside Lake, and now a red moon hangs low over the city of Yharnam. We were transported to the outskirts of the unseen village of Yhargul, and before us looms a monstrous creature from beyond this world. As we gaze up in wonder, it reaches out and grabs hold of us before we regain our senses. It squeezes us tightly in its fists, and as it does so, the small tonsil stone that we picked up in the Forbidden Woods resonates with it. As we are drawn into a new nightmare, a strange voice calls out a name, Amygdala. We make our way through the nightmare version of a lecture building that was once a place that studied history and archaeology, though little remain of the students who still wait for the return of their professor. We reach an exit, but instead of taking us out, we are instead brought deeper into the nightmare as we find ourselves in the twisted nightmare frontier. The nightmare frontier is likely the remnants of the forgotten land of Loren, devoured by the sands. The tragedy that struck this ailing land of Loren is said to have its roots in the scourge of the beast. Some have made the dreaded extrapolation that Yharnam will be next. The land is inhabited by silver beasts, boulder-hurling giants, and strange creatures that crawl through the poison swamps. Little remains of the civilization that once resided here. We make our way to a large open arena with a crumbling tower at the end. As we enter, the invisible watcher, Amygdala, reveals itself. Amygdala is a nightmarish creature with several long, multi-jointed arms and a head very reminiscent of the tonsil stone that brought us here. The massive arms give the boss an incredible threat range. It also has a laser attack with a delayed explosion, so it will be difficult to get too far away. Attacking its legs will do little damage, so it's best to focus on the boss's arms and head. You can either hang back and attack while it recovers from its wild, flailing attacks, or stay in close and attack its hanging arms. Attack the head whenever you get a chance, as there is the possibility of staggering for a visceral attack. The difficulty of the boss ramps up considerably once it becomes weakened and tears its own arms off to use as weapons. Its tremendous range is drastically increased, and small explosions erupt when it strikes. It will be much more difficult to get the hits in on its head in this stage, but its arms are still viable targets. I find it better to remain close to the boss to cut its range out altogether, and hang out around its sides and back. Arcane and elemental attacks are extremely effective against this boss, so use gems or paper to get through this fight. I had several suggestions to use the White Church set for this fight. There isn't a set to be found in this area, and the White Church set has high poison resistance, which is very useful for traversing the area's swamps. For our weapon, I thought it would be good to showcase one of the guns in the game, and went with the suggestion to use the cannon here. The cannon is actually incredibly useful in this fight if you can pull off a headshot to instantly stagger the boss and leave it open for a visceral. Defeating the boss grants the ailing Loren chalice, and that, along with the cold blood flowers that we find in this area, are part of what makes me believe this nightmare is part of Loren. The silver beasts in the area are also said to be from Loren, to further reinforce the theory. The area's sand-colored stone is also the same hue as the ones we find in those chalice dungeons. With this area now complete, I thought it would be a good opportunity to go to another optional area before continuing onward. Cainhurst Castle has been available to us for a little while now, and I think it's high time we head there. If you have any suggestions for our gear in that area, please let me know in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the drawing, and I hope to see you in the next episode.